Sean, right now is a perfect time to open a book, and why not join other women right here in the Valley for a virtual book club? Well, the local nonprofit Jewish Nevada is hosting a Women in the Holocaust virtual group. They're joining right now to discuss and delve into those amazing lessons that came out of the tragic event.
Of course, Heidi Strauss, she is the chair of the Holocaust Education Task Force and joining us now with more. It's great to have you there, Heidi.
Thank you. Great to be here.
All right, let's talk about this reading series. I mean, really incredible, powerful stories, and three books in particular you're starting it off with.
Yes, our first book is Irena's Children by Talar Mazzeo. Our second book is All But My Life by Gerda Weissman Klein. And our third book, Survivor Cafe by Elizabeth Rossner.
Awesome.
I love it. I know that you're familiar with all these books, Heidi. I mean, these are some amazing real life stories of women specifically who are able to triumph during what, is kind of an unimaginable time.
Absolutely. This is as real as it gets. Our guests are survivors of the Holocaust. I have a really distinguished A-team of a group. I'll tell you a little bit about them. We're very lucky, honored, fortunate to be able to speak to firsthand people who experienced one of the greatest genocides, the greatest genocide in the history of the world.
Yeah.
So our first guest is Raymond Fiol. She was a French hidden child. Her life was saved by adopting the religion of Catholicism, adopted by a Catholic family and hidden right in plain sight.
Wow.
We get to hear her story. And our second guest on the first book is Rena Finder, who is the youngest living member of Schindler's List.
Wow.
Rena speaks all over the world, major heavy-hitting guests. And it ties in because they were the rescued. We all know Schindler's List.
Yeah.
He is a member of Righteous Among the Nations. Raymond Fiol, who was saved, the family that saved her is Righteous Among the Nations. And the subject of our book, Irena Sendler, is a Righteous Among the Nations.
That's phenomenal.
Our second book
Yeah.
is Gerda Weissman Klein, the author, Holocaust survivor, 6 years of horror and terror. She comes out on the other side with hope and love of humanity. It's a miracle. I don't know if I could get on the other side of all of that. And the most beautiful thing is she married the American GI that liberated her.
Whoa, wow. Is that a freaking love story or what?
I'm a
Wow.
chill just thinking about it.
That's
Oh,
incredible.
Jeez.
Man, oh, man.
Number 4, book 3 is about the theory of trauma. This applies to all of us, not just Holocaust survivors. Everyone's walking around with some kind of trauma or baggage. It's about the theory of inheritance of trauma, that we have it written on our genes, on our cells. I'm no scientist, but it's a real thing, and there's science to prove it. We hear from a 2G, which is the child of a survivor. She did the research, wrote the book. It's unbelievable.
That's an interesting book, and I think that stems way beyond just Jewish history. That just stems for all of us. I mean, there's pain that kind of lays within many of us, and you wonder why, and maybe that could very well be the case. I mean, I think now is a more important time than ever to realize, how important these stories are, especially firsthand accounts. I mean, my goodness, to be able to remind ourselves of what's happened there. I mean, we're sort of seeing with the Uyghurs in China right now. Like, we need to be reminded that this could happen again. We need to be reminded that this is a real thing.
You couldn't say that again.
Yeah.
You can say that again, actually. There's a rise in anti-Semitism, or at least maybe it's always been there, but there's a rise in the expression of it.
The boldness,
both in the United States and around the world.
Yeah.
And we need to not sit quietly and be bystanders. We need to stop it. In its tracks. So these survivors have to watch this happening again. Though they're working feverishly to give their first-hand accounts so that we can then share it with our children and grandchildren. There's nothing like going right to the source. Their memoirs
And we love that.
act Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean
Well,
to interrupt. I was just going to say, Heidi, we love that you're sharing it with everybody. I'm so sorry, but we've run out of time. But we're going to tell people where they can go to join the book club. Sean's going to have all the information up here for us in just a moment.
It's great to
thank
have
you
you,
very
and
much.
incredibly
I
powerful to
appreciate
have
you
it
having
outside of
us.
the history books and actually there in person and have somebody there that frankly can speak truth to power. And it's going to be an incredible opportunity for you to take part in this. JewishNevada.org/Holocaust-education. You can also call the number you see right there on your screen to get more information.